Welcome to your Platform Q learning experience. This video tutorial will show you how to use the Q-remote function expander on Platform Q. The Q-remote function expander is a function that eases the creation of certain Q objects by performing several operations in the background. There are a couple of learning objectives that we want to achieve. The learning objectives are: understand the benefits the Q-remote function expander delivers to you. You know how to find the Q-remote function expander on Platform Q. You know how to use the Q-remote function expander. Let's start with a description of the Q-remote function expander. The Q-remote function expander is a function embedded within the data sources application and helps users to automate certain steps for a specific scenario. Multiple Q objects will be created based on field values of an already existing Q object. These new Q objects have all the same semantic structure and can therefore be merged automatically. As a result, you will get one Q object that contains all merged Q objects. The creation of all Q objects and the merge will be handled in the background, not visible for the user. Please note, the function is only available for SAP systems now. Have a look at the following example. This table displays some values of a SAP BAPI that contains controlling area values. You can see a name of the cost area and its respective number. Our goal is to use another BAPI called BAPI cost center getList to display all cost centers of any cost area in one single result set. Therefore, we need to take all values from controlling area and need to insert them into the required field controlling area of the BAPI cost center getList. However, this takes a lot of time. The Q-remote function expander is there to ease this process by adding each value as a parameter. Platform Q creates for each controlling area value a Q object. We begin with controlling area 2000 and then we receive a Q object that displays all cost centers of cost area 2000. The process starts all over again for another value, 2200. Continues with 2600 and on and on. The advantage of the user is to save time. Platform Q consolidates all necessary values within one Q object. Time to demonstrate how these steps can be performed on Platform Q itself. Let's start with our data sources Q object that contains controlling area values. In this table, you can see all available controlling areas. Behind each controlling area are different cost centers. We need the BAPI cost center getList to identify the information behind each cost center for a specific controlling area. The Q-remote function expander will help us to make them all visible at once. We need to create a new data sources Q object. Click on Create New Q Object. Select your SAP system or the SAP system that matches with the controlling area data of your already created Q object. You need to select Basic RFC to select the Q-remote function expander. Click on RFC and then on Remote Function Expander. You will see a new settings window popping up. You need to accomplish two things to run the Q-remote function expander. First of all, select an already existing Q object. In our example, we select the controlling area data source. We need a column with values from this BAPI in step 2. Secondly, we select a new BAPI that shall be created with field values from the controlling area data source. In the search bar, we can add the BAPI name. We are going to use BAPI cost center getList 1. We select the field controlling area and map it with the field controlling area from the already created data source. The last step is to add the name to your Q object. Afterwards, you can hit the Save and then the Execute button. After a couple of seconds, you can see the result set. We are going to group the result set by cost area. We can see that the list of cost area numbers is merged and contains detailed information about each cost center of any controlling area. Let's summarize what we have learned so far. The Q-remote function expander helps users to create Q-objects and to merge them automatically. A requirement to use the Q-remote function expander is to have an existing Q-object that contains values that will be used as input parameters to create new Q-objects. The Q-remote function expander can be used within the data sources application and is currently available for SAP systems. Thank you very much for your attention. We hope that you have enjoyed this learning experience with Platform Q.